So here we are at issue 3 of the Avengers. And we're about far enough through that a person can start trying to decide what they think, at least of the opening arc. I figured I'd go for it. There's no X-Men comics I want to read right now. They're all trash. Wolvie's not actual Wolverine isn't due out till somewhere later this summer or the fall. And I've already talked about it. But I figured I'd give this a shot. I'm going to say, up until about Civil War, I really wasn't that big on the Avengers. Like, I knew who the characters were. I've got a bunch of Avengers books. I knew who Cap was, Tony, Thor. I knew all the key players. But I was always much more of an X-Men fan. And then the movies come out and gave us the kid-friendly versions of the characters for the most part. But helped define the personalities for what was going to be going forward. And I figured, there's nothing else out there I'm really reading by series right now, so let's give it a try. I actually enjoyed the No Surrender storyline, because my tastes suck. I did kind of enjoy that line, and I really liked the way Unranked Chevron talked about it. I figured I'd give this one a go, and the first thing I gotta say is I actually do like the way they start out. You've got some of the Marvel 1 million BC stuff in here. And then we're back here now with, the three main ones we can get. And they're sitting down and patching things over after everything that's gone on, everything that's happened. Granted, we have Tony has sort of rebooted himself in a really lazy way that we have not actually Steve and the real Thor minus Mjolnir, but I'm okay with that. And the best part is instead of trying to sit down and hammer out blah blah a team, like they're reminiscing and stuff, right? And then something happens and we'd better go deal with it. And the rest of the characters all kind of pick up. I'm not sure what I think about Robbie Reese in this. Not that I don't know much about him as a character. I don't like. I think the character design for this version of Ghost Rider is a little lazy. I just don't like it. I'm not sure why they chose him. That's why they went with, because they wanted the young guy, right, to tie into 1 million BC. I just think that maybe Johnny Blaze would have been better that he's got a lot more experience, but I guess having the kid means they can explain things to him. We've got Jen is out minding her own business, and Captain Who Cares finds out what's going on. And the whole thing just descends into chaos. We've got sentinels falling out of the skies. And these guys, the last hosts, show up. And it's really just been, the team itself doesn't even actually properly come together as a group until number 3. Right? They're split up into groups and pairs. We get a look at the post Mariko Tamaki Hulk, which I gotta say, let's compare that to, let's grab another picture here. Let's compare that version of Hulk to, where are you? Where are you, Carl? To Carl. Hulk is She-Hulk. I'm going to keep calling her Hulk for some reason because I expect Hulk to be in the book. Still more womanly than Carol Danvers, despite looking like Hulk Hogan with silicone implants. still looks better than Carol Danvers. The art, I like most of the art style. I think I have a bit of a problem in that the guy doing it can't seem to decide, kind of from one panel to the next, what certain character is going to look like. Right? So this is, if you remember the Red Hulk series, the big, built like a shit brick house, Red Hulk here. And then over here we've got like Large Marge version of She-Hulk. And her face changes differently by the panel. Robbie's kind of does too. And to some extent so does Carol's. Everyone else is spot on, so I don't quite get what's going on there. And I'll preface this with, I'm going to keep buying this series. I'm actually enjoying the opening arc. I am, however, really sick of Loki as the bad guy in every frickin' series we're getting. We get it. You guys liked the movie. Ooh, you can do whatever you want with Loki, because for fuck's sake, just who do I have to pay to get an absolute 1-year embargo on Loki in any storyline, except in a Thor comic? It just seemed like such a cheap cop-out. Oh, it's Loki's behind it. Like, it's like, oh, Megatron's up to his old tricks again. Oh, Gargamel's doing stuff. It's like, you have all of these other villains, and everyone in Marvel is using Loki. Doesn't make a lot of sense. We do get, he's trying to say, I'm kind of the good guy in this, but it's Loki, how much of the good guy can he be? And then we get to here, and provided I don't forget to splice in an image right about now, we have, on the right, is two panels from the Avengers, and on the left, 2 panels from this week's issue of the Champions. And in both of them, we've got someone giving Carol the gears for past actions. Now, I would love it, absolutely love it, if we could get enough stuff like this that someone would write Carol to realize she was the bad guy and improve herself, get a good redemption arc, and maybe we can get actual Carol Danvers back instead of jackboot insane hair. Right? So on the left, Kamala Khan's giving her crap about the pre-crime unit, her predictive justice and stuff, and on the right, Tony actually comes and says, "We gonna punch me into a coma again?" And cease thy uncivil warning. It's at least they're referencing bad things that happen. I think Carol's supposed to get a origin story or something on her own. I would much rather see something where she just realizes she's been a despicable human being for the last few years and then works to not be that way. We also have down in the corner, "We're not the Avengers." And that's one thing that keeps coming up, is that in almost every one of these, someone's like, they're talking about being the Avengers, but in almost every one, we get stuff like, no, we're not actually the Avengers. Let's see if I got one here somewhere. Yeah, we get an Avengers Assemble there, and not the Avengers here, and everyone's coming together and coalescing as a team because they've done it before, except for Robbie Reese, who's probably going to be like, get the part of the brash rookie in all of this. But I like the way it's progressing. We're 3 issues in. I'm going to keep buying it. We'll see how the next arc pans out. I honestly have no idea what's going on with the Bugs and the Evil Sentinels. That's some weird thing that's going to be described. But for the most part, I'm having fun. I'm legit having fun reading this series. Might add it to a pull list if Happy Harbor does that kind of thing, so I don't got to worry about forgetting to get it every month. We'll find out. And until a decent X-Men book comes out, or a proper Wolverine book comes out, might be the only thing I'm buying. Well, that and the two Deadpool ones. Some of the few things I'll be buying, you know, straight. Hopefully this doesn't turn out for me as bad as other purchases did. Oh crap, I wish I'd read the preview on that one first. Slot, you had one job. You had one job. Anyway, another issue of the Great Canadian Neckbeard. Something like you to make me be crabby about. Let me know. Always open. And I'll see you in the future.